What's up, gun people? Yes, I said it. I'm a felon and I said gun. Gun people. Yeah, you can be a gun people and not have guns. Not because you don't like guns, or because you're dangerous, but because the state will kick in your door and shoot your puppy dog. I wonder if the tube is going to grant me the privilege of having viewers today. What's up, Tech? Yo, yo, yo. What's up, Tech T? You seen Randall's video? Dude, it's freaking awesome. He is a genius. Who else is here? It says we have three people. Does that mean we got Tech T, a Fed, and Gay Note? What's up, Patriotic Constitutionalist? Nope. Just Gay Note and Tech T and Patriotic Constitutionalist. What's up? Adian, I can't read your name. Is it Adian? Adian D, what's up? I've never seen your name before. You new? You are obviously new because I've never seen your name before. Not that I remember anyway. Oh shit, we lost. YouTube says we lost two people. New stuff from CRS. Oh man. Well, thanks for coming over here, man. I'm sorry that you had to endure. I can't say that, man. Like, dude has his issues. He has a clear inability to. He's got tunnel vision about everything. He sees shit one way. That's it. That must have been a trip all from CRS to over here. Nah, man, I got to clean. I got to clean my lens off. It's looking foggy. Is it looking screwy to you all? I'm sorry. I was sick all morning, man. I woke up this morning at 8:30, and I was like deathly ill. Hold on. I mean, yeah, it looks better already. I was like, I mean, I felt terrible. My kids were sick the past couple days, and I got it, and I'm going to get worse, I'm sure, unless I caught it ahead of time. And I went back to bed. I just woke up a little bit ago. Oh man, I'm glad he gave you advertising. When did he advertise me? I didn't. I ain't been watching his video. Somebody said he made a video the other day that kind of included me, but he didn't say anything about me. But man, I ain't worried about him. I ain't gonna. I'm done. I'm done with the bullshit, man. Like I've decided that people, I've spent the last 3 years just trying to make people see that we've all bought into the bullshit and trying to make people understand what rights actually are because they like somebody starts the lawnmower up. Is that all right? Can you guys still hear me with that lawnmower running? But I've been spent the last 3 years. Me and a bunch of people have, man. Like I started my channel, and then a bunch of my subs started channels that's trying to teach people about like something basic about like what rights are. Like government don't have the authority to take rights from you, and there's certain people that don't believe that everybody has rights. They want you to do shit like write the ATF until now we jumped on board with writing the ATF. We're suggesting that all felons and prohibited persons write the ATF and support for reclassification of firearms, or changing the definition of firearms and reclassification of pistol braces. Figure fuck it. If everybody ain't gonna fight for everybody, we might as well bring everybody down to the same level so they'll at least fight for themselves at the same level. Ain't that right, patriotic constitutionalists? Get in where you fit in. Oh man, I do listen. When you said that, Randall, it clicked right in my head. I was like, "Ooh, wait, he's on to something here, man. Maybe this will make people think." Since these bastards, like all you ever hear is, "They're going to make everybody overnight felons." Oh my God, write the ATF. Well, okay, let's get on board. Right, everybody, right, every prohibited person out there, write the ATF. Tell them that you're in favor of the pistol brace reclassification. You're in favor of the definition of firearms being changed. Fuck it. If you don't believe that everybody has rights, that there's a such thing as a prohibited person, might as well make everybody prohibited people. Am I just not seeing comments, or y'all just not commenting? I don't know what's going on. The tube is at it again. He's a felon, Green Up, but wait, I'm a law-abiding citizen, also Green Up. Yeah, I know, man. Like, dude's a douchebag. I'm sick of him. Mr. Gay Note. My gay note. I'll always have my gay note in my heart. He's a fucking weirdo too, man. Like for real, he's a weirdo. A grown man. Like I have 3 accounts, but my accounts are all linked to me. Like you can find out all my information. You know, and the reason for doing that was so like if you had an issue with me, you come follow me, or you could find it and you could come take care of the problem. This sick bastard, like something's fucked in his head. He's got 3 or 4 accounts. Then he will, log out of them or do whatever it is to shut it down to hide it, and start it again just so he can comment. It's some crazy shit, man. It is some crazy shit. And then last night he posted an old phone number of mine in the live stream. Did you see that, Randall, last night? Mad Max says, whatever accelerates the claps, I'm down for. Fuck it, I'm with you, Mad Max. Shit, let's get in where you fit it. And you know what the thing is? Like, we don't have firearms here because I knew this day was coming. Christy no longer owns firearms because she needed the money, so she sold the firearms she had that wasn't here. Like when she lived over there and I was staying here. It's a long story, man. It's a long story how it all worked out. But we always made sure that I wasn't around them, not because I'm technically prohibited by all law, because the way, the federal government works by the Commerce Clause is basically what they use to regulate firearms. So Ohio state law says I can own firearms. Federal law, it's so fucking gray. My $450 an hour attorney can't even figure it out. He can't even get the answers. He was going to file a motion to the federal government just to be sure that there was no issues. And he went to file it. Well, the department that handles those hasn't been funded since the mid-90s, meaning that no federal felons have been able to petition the federal government for their rights or for their privilege to keep and bear arms back. Here, will you hold this for a second? I want to throw this shirt on.
I don't see where you're live.
Huh?
I don't see where you're live.
Yeah, I'm going bald, y'all. It's cool. 140. See it right there? A little thinning out right there on top. Yeah, it's cool. I know. I got it. Listen, once you hit 40, you might as well start shaving your head. I mean, that's what I do. I ain't had time to shave it lately. Plus, I was going to do it last night, but I'm sick. Plus, if I have hair, it gives me an excuse to wear this cool-ass SOE hat. Y'all should go buy one, but there's none, or I'd buy one. The guy's somebody to be ignored. He has to see. Seriously. Yeah, he does, man. He is mentally ill. He for real is mentally ill. Like, these people think that, like, he thinks felons shouldn't have firearms. That dude is sick, man. Like, he is fucked in the head for real. Like, for real. You got a problem with me, come knock on my door, bitch. You know my fucking address. Come knock. It's right there. It's right there outside the garage. Come knock on it. We'll go talk about it in the backyard. And you know my position about police. I don't call the cops. And there's nobody living right there, and I guarantee you there's people in these houses ain't gonna fucking call them. Come on down and see me. What's up, Tactical Tennessee? How you doing, man? Yeah, Aiden D. What's y'all's opinions on 3D printed 2A? Well, Aiden, I'm not like being an ass, so don't think that at all. My opinion on it is, if you want to do it, brother, do it. You have the right to keep and bear whatever arms you want. But we don't refer to the right to keep and bear arms as a 2A here. The Second Amendment is 100% restriction on government. It doesn't grant you anything. So we don't even refer to that as here, because we don't want our kids believing that they have Second Amendment rights. That way, when they repeal the Second Amendment, and they're going to, that they believe they no longer have those rights because the Second Amendment doesn't exist. So we call them what they are. They're natural rights. You have the natural right to keep and bear arms. You do not have 2A rights. What?
I'm gonna take this mall and get it done.
Yeah, you probably can.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to shoot for getting some more Miles to Man action
in the back,
shirts
so
done.
it's the Freedom Ink.
And we ain't got them yet, but I'll show you in the back. They have this Freedom Ink on the back.
It's in
We're going to come up with it. We're going to make one too that says good men don't need laws, bad men don't follow laws. And at the bottom, the gay note. Just got back from the house. I found that fixed front side post I was looking for. Well, not really good. Oh, no shit. Midwest Industries had one. Hell yeah, man. Heck yeah. Did you get it? That's my new favorite shirt I own.
I wish I would have got one before they stopped.
Yeah, we need to get. Why don't you get on that tonight and find a place that they can print? See, our problem was we was gonna have some stickers printed and shit, man, but then they wouldn't print our shirts because we this like this one, the Miles Demand Action. Miles Demand Action is not trademarked and not copywritten, so you can't. It's a commonly used. It has commonly used terms in it. You can't copyright fucking commonly used terms. My wife is a mom. She demands action. Moms demand action. I can't be happy to have found y'all. This is where I should have been all along. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate you, dude. Like, I'm Shadow Man for real. The vast majority of my subs I got through shout outs. I ain't gonna lie to you, but it's because, man, I'm YouTube. I came in at a bad time when they started censoring about 3 years ago, and I don't fit the norm, man. I cuss. I say it how it is, and they don't like that shit. I don't fit any particular agenda because I'm against Black Lives Matter, but then I support things like, what was that thing called out there when they fucking shut it down and took over the community out there and they decided, fuck you all, we ain't gonna have police here. What they call it, in like Seattle or wherever it was. I support communities to govern their community the way that they want. I support freedom. 100% I support freedom across the board. And it doesn't always benefit me, I assure you. If you wasn't here last night, I talked about this yesterday. I walked into my son's, the guy that killed my son, his killer's sentencing, and I told the court they were fucking sentencing him to far too much goddamn time. And he killed my son. So it didn't benefit me to do that, but the court not convicting him signing a plea bargain, didn't prove to me that he murdered my son, even though he killed my son. I know that's hard to understand for some people. There's a difference between killing and murdering. Example, somebody attacks you, you make them dead, that's killing. Somebody standing on the sidewalk, licking a lollipop, and you walk up and shoot him in the head, that's murder. There's a difference. Hey, what's up? Your freedom is an illusion. Where you been, bud? I seen somebody the other day with the screen name Walker. I was like, I wonder if that's David. I was like, no, he wouldn't make it that easy on me. He wants me to say your freedom is an illusion. Chilling. Yep, good man. You should. There's a lot more real dudes like me on the hashtag 7everyone. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that, Mad Max. Oh, fuck no. I'm a fraud. I will fraud you through fucking Patreon. I need to leave that alone. But it's just too easy. It's too easy to fucking crack jokes about that silly son of a bitch. But seriously, that dude is for real dangerous. Yeah. He is dangerous. You know, the feds are looking at me right now. You need to go look at that fucking sick son of a bitch. Stalking people on YouTube. Stalking another man on YouTube, for that matter. First fraud I ever met that
and by the way, he posted a number in the chat the other night.
I said that. Yeah, he posted my old phone number.
Yeah.
That was my phone number to my little phone.
Oh, years ago.
Yeah, that was 2017.
But for him to do that, that's
right. For me to say my home address is one thing. I think it's something totally different if somebody else says my info. Now you can go find it. I made it available for anybody to find. If you have like 3 minutes and a handful of brain cells. But, and I have to say this, I'm sorry, and I'll try to leave it alone. In the instance of Gay Note, you had to have me tell you what to do to find it. Tell him we said, hey, Greg's driving. I'll tell him, I said, what's up, man? Mr. T Black. Made it. What's up, Crazy Dave? I'm feeling better, like way better, man. My voice sounds better and everything.
Is that a weed?
Can't wait for the fuzz to start spamming videos about the braids. Oh, I know, man. I know. Like Randall's video, man, he hit when he texted me that, I was like, oh hell no. You hit the nail on the head, and he's right though. Fuck it. If you know what, felons have their letter to the feds, it's going to be just as, if not more, influential than all of the 2A communities. So fuck it. Everybody write them. Say fuck it. Ban them bitches. Ban everything. Ban it all. Make everybody felons overnight. But see, y'all just want to take on take on a label without having to do the work. You motherfuckers have to get caught first. You're gonna do some time before you become felons. Until then, you're just criminals because you're just breaking the law. You have to actually get caught and be convicted to become a felon. I mean, don't want to steal your, fuck up your thunder there or nothing, but that's the way it is. So quit saying you're going to be overnight felons because you're not going to be a felon overnight unless you're going to call and say, hey, I have this illegal thing and I'm breaking the law. Come get me. Fuck it. Fuck it, Brace. I'm going back to full stop. Hey, fuck, why stop there, man? I mean, if they're going to, if you're going to put a stock on it, fuck, why not even go another step? I mean, I'm not telling you what to do. I don't suggest you break the law in any way, shape, form, or fashion, whether it comes to breaking policies or anything else. Do not do it. Do not break the laws. I do not like to see people in unconstitutional industrial prison complexes. So don't do it. Okay? I don't want anybody to do that shit. I've never called for violence. I've said treat criminals as you should treat criminals, no matter what kind of costumes they have, yes. If somebody is a criminal, costume doesn't matter. They are a criminal. I'm going to, if the 2A community doesn't want to stand with everyone for rights for all, then at least I will. I'm not in any of the categories of criminal violence. Oh, thanks, man. Well, like I said, man, like when it comes to me, it's a really iffy fucking subject. And like my lawyer has been on, how many times have I put Brian on this now? A lot, dude. Like at least 3 or 4 times. Probably more than that. Because, let me see, it was before I was sentenced. It was before I was sentenced, after I got out. I know one other time, at least 4 times I put my attorney on this. And like I said, when he gets on it, because they changed it so much, so he wants to step to date. And he's told me the same thing every time. Last time he said, man, like it's still the same. You state law, if you was to buy a firearm that was manufactured in the state or that you manufactured yourself, yes, you can own one. Federal law is gray, and there's no way to fix that gray area because the place and for the federal government that, what's the word I'm looking for, that takes care of that hasn't been funded since the mid-90s. So he's like, your luck, man. If I was you, I would just kind of, just chill. I'm like, well, I got a big mouth. I'm on YouTube. He's like, well, then you better just not have a firearm. So that's what we did. We kept me away from them all this time. And it sucks, but it is what it is. I don't have a record, but I would rather stand with those who will stand by you. Yeah, no shit. I appreciate y'all, man. Exactly. Freedom is an illusion. What did freedom is an illusion say? If you don't have a state number, you're not a real felon. Yeah, no shit. Mine was 4666753. What was my second one? I just said it last night.
I know you knew them all.
Huh?
You knew them all.
46566.
I'm not good at those numbers. I don't like remembering those.
Well, fuck, man. Now you got me clusterfucked. I don't remember my second one. It's going to bother me. 4666753. My last one was 629836. My first one was 4666753. No, my 4666753, 529-836, and 635-836. Damn, got all 3 of them. Remember them bitches. You think Social Security numbers are hard? Try to remember prison numbers. Yeah, the 4th one was the 3rd one. So I actually been to prison 4 times, and I'm going to tell you how this happened. I told you the first 3. So the last time I went for the golf ball bullshit, they sent me to the halfway house. I tried to refuse to go. I'm like, yeah, this probably ain't a good idea. I'm not really trying to go to the halfway house because I've heard all these war stories. So they sent me to the halfway house. Now, if you can imagine, like 3, 3, and 3. So racks, beds, 3 in front, 3 in the middle, 3 in the back. And my bed is right in the middle. I could sit up in my bed and buy anything from Jack Daniels to fucking heroin, crack, whatever I wanted. If I wanted to, but I wasn't doing drugs at the time I was sober. I was more worried about getting food and pussy than doing drugs. So that's what I did. I snuck out, and my wife would bring me food. Oddly enough, she'd bring me the same food that I ate in prison breaks. We still eat them. Yeah, I asked for it. And macaroni and cheese, salami, stovetop, a little bit of corn, pepperoni, and a little dill pickle and cheese. Banging, man. Banging. Mac and cheese. So I died in there. and they came in and had us all fucking 3 in the morning, questioning us and shit like we were, like interrogating us. I'm like, dude, you just woke me up, you silly bitch. How the fuck am I gonna know about the dead guy in the bathroom with the needle fucking laying next to him? Anytime you ever hear about people dying and the needle's still stuck in their arm, that's fucking complete bullshit, guys. Don't believe that. It's never happened. It might have happened once because the guy was, I don't know. It doesn't happen. Like, you don't overdose that fast. You at least have a few seconds, 5, 10 seconds. You're working fast to get out of whatever parking lot you're in, and you hurry. But anyway, um, and this shit was just going on there, man. And I didn't want to be no part of it. They had the fucking chomos sleeping with us and shit. Like, they did have the sex offenders downstairs, but then to make more money, they made the downstairs for women, so they moved the chomos upstairs. And they wouldn't tell you who was who. You had to find out yourself. So I just got sick of it about, I don't know, what, 3 weeks in? About 3 weeks in at the halfway house after spending, how long in prison? Well, how long did I do it for? What there? 6 months? Probably 6 months or something. I don't know. I only had 9 months left last time when I went back because I did 13 months in the jail because the dude fell through the window. Um, oh, yeah. John Crump's going to be calling me tonight, guys. He just now texted me. Anyway, so I kind of forced my hand. I said, you're going to send me back or I'm going to take somebody back with me. Meaning that you're going to send me back or I'm going to beat somebody up. So I went to bed one night and I woke up the next morning and I shit you fucking not. Like, so when people violate parole or they do something there, they normally send like a probation officer, a couple parole officers. The most I ever seen was 2 while I was there, and it happened every day. They sent 12 Cincinnati cops to get me at this halfway house. Woke me up, guns unholstered, fucking tasers out on me and shit. Woke me up out of a dead sleep. This is like the day after I told them that I was going to take somebody back with me. I'm like, damn, y'all, I wanted to go back. Like, it ain't this serious. So they sent me back. The problem with that is that I didn't get to go back to London where I was at and get my bed back, chill with all my homies again. No more learning how to weld in the freaking dorms. No more tattoos. No more everybody running around high on Suboxones and shit. Well, yeah, there was some of that, but not where I was at. So I had to go back through CRC like a new inmate. So I had to go through the whole reception process again, which is the worst part of it all, guys. Reception sucks. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That's the worst part of it. Reception feels like a year. And then I'm sitting in old A1. Well, they put a hold on ride-outs to London, which I was classified to go back to because I just left there. And then this fucking bitch, all the Airmark people quit. So this bitch, a cadre is somebody that stays at CRC and works. They're a prison, inmate slave is what they are. The slave, the slave master, bitch, who ironically was black. She looked like a frog, her eyes stuck way far out of her head and shit. She'd be sneaking around the building trying to catch you smoking in the room. You'd be sitting there taking a shit, and she'd like pop the door on you and be like, hey, get up. Like, can I get a second? You know what I mean? But they kept me there as a cadre in my last 90 days. So I go walking over and I'm all happy and shit. And I walk into my cell and there's just dudes sitting there. And we're chilling, we're cool, we're talking. And he tells me his first name and I'm like, huh. And he told me his name. And I'm like, what? I recognize it. I'm thinking like, I know that name from somewhere. They locked the door that night. Bam. Lights out time. They closed the door. And we're talking. And he asked me why I was in there. And this isn't something like you normally ask people, but you can kind of feel people out, you know what I mean? And you can kind of tell what kind of person they are. And so you either feel, like I don't give a fuck, you ask me, I'll tell you why I've been there. I'm here for golf balls, man. What do you mean golf balls? And then you got to tell them the whole fucking golf ball story. Be a pain in the ass. But anyway, I told him and kind of waited a minute. I'm like, man, you're my cellie, and I'm not trying to be a dick or nothing, man. I'm not trying to be rude, but like, it's kind of like know who I'm living with, while you're here. He's like, oh, I beat my fucking grandma's head off her shoulders with the ball peen hammer. And it fucking hit me right then, dude. Boom. I knew him. I knew who he was. He was Adam Sweet from Brown County. Go look it up. Adam Sweet, Brown County, Ohio. He literally removed his grandma's head with a ball peen hammer. The whole top of her head. Asked him why I did. He said, because I guess his grandpa touched him when he was a kid, and grandma knew about it and didn't do nothing. And he was all tricked out on meth, man, and fucking lost it. But see, that dude's a killer for real.
Deserved it.
He's going to kill more people while he's in prison. He's a killer for real. I asked him, I said, dude, please don't kill me. I got like 90 days left, bro, and I'm not trying to like rub that in your face because I know you're never going home. But please just don't kill me when I go to sleep. He's like, oh, I won't. You're cool, bro. He's like, I like you. He's like, I'll tell you before I kill somebody. I was like, oh, dude, I don't want to know none of that shit. Keep me out of it.
He was probably still messed out.
Yeah. So then they moved me, for some reason, they moved me into another cell. I guess somebody came in with a different classification. They moved me in the cell next door a few days later with my buddy that's in there now, Mike, I talk about all the time. He was my cellie. And dude was cool as fuck. But these two guys that just were my cellies, they worked intake at CRC. So like when dudes come in, they have their Nike shorts or whatever they are arrested in because all that shit rides out with you from some places. They would take them because like in prison, like for shorts, you can make money off them. You can sell a pair of Nike shorts, like they call it exclusive shit. You know what I mean? Like you got some exclusive Jordans or some exclusive things or some shorts or whatever. Like I don't give a fuck, man. I just give me some shorts, man. I'll cut off a pair of jogging pants and wear them. But one of the COs, and this is how fucked up these places are, man. Like I've seen people die in prison, get the shit beat out of them from guards and die. I've seen just people get fucking mangled up there on the yards by COs. I've seen COs turn their back and watch dudes get completely stomped the fuck out in the bathroom. I mean, stomped out to where like, but you can't intervene because like, you can, but you can. It's iffy. But anyway, they charged those two dudes. So the killer, Grandma beat head off shoulders, and my selling Mike that allegedly stole the bottle of Jack Daniels. They charged them with escape initially. Charged them with an outside case because they found a garbage bag full of shorts and fucking hair clippings and all kinds of crazy shit. They worked intake. It was a bunch of bullshit, but it was the kind of shit that happens when a CO gets on your bad side, you know. Somebody might piss somebody off, and it was all bad. Funny shit, though. Oh, and the guards bringing in dope and shit. The CRC in Ohio, them motherfuckers, man. Listen, they make $25 an hour. They make thousands of dollars a day bringing in tobacco and dope. Try to stop it if I ain't locked up, you get twice as bad. It's not really iffy, but it's potential suicide. Oh, it can't be potential suicide. That's why I said, Raven, it's iffy. Whether or not you can jump in. Like, I'm not the dude to stand around and watch anybody get their skull fucking stomped off the ground. Like, there comes a point where the fight's over. You know what I mean? Like, you proved your point, okay, whatever. And, like, if I'm there, I won't let it go past that. But there will be situations where there's nothing you can do about it, man. Dude, you're sitting there getting their motherfucking, I mean, like, you know that they're going to get killed.
Oh, by the way, people can opt out of the
Liberty chick, what's up, goddamn bacon? How you doing? Stock with betters. Hey, poor dirt farmer in Ohio, you can get master locks for your boxes, right? I mean, like regular master locks, combination locks, and you can also get bigger ones. I seen a dude, the dude that actually filled in my chest tattoo, not my neck, but my chest, that drew all the shit in my chest. I got some shitty tattoos, but it's cool because I'd prefer shitty tattoos over those that look beautiful because I see the art in it and I value what the people are trying to do. But I don't know what he did, man. It was something fucking ridiculous. I remember that. I remember thinking, dude, that's just absolutely fucking insane. You guys just did that to that motherfucker over that shit. He was asleep in his rack on the top rack, so it's bunk beds. He's on the top rack. He's asleep face up, man, and they put master lock I'll call you back. I don't know who it is. Oh, that was John Crump. My bad. That was John Crump right there. I'll call him back in a minute. It's cool. But I seen him. He was asleep face up, man. And they literally beat that dude's fucking teeth out of his head with them master locks, man, and them socks. The worst ones when they jump. And like people, like they call it skin scared. So you get to prison, and a lot of white people won't fight black people because, you know, black dudes are quick. A lot of them are quick. But they will bleed and they will get beat up like anybody else. You just have to put the work in. You just have to try, you know. And I wasn't in the gang bullshit. I could have been like a bunch of my friends. Nick, remember Nick? But he was one of the top CWBs where I was at Cincinnati white boys. And I know that sounds stupid, and at one time it had a purpose. It started out as a bunch of white dudes that were just protecting each other from all these other, mostly black groups, Crips and Bloods and shit like that. And it turned into something it wasn't, man. Now it's just some outrageous, fucking lame ass shit. It's a bunch of dope fiends. It's insane. It is absolutely insane. It was so fucking lame. The I don't even know what they call them now. The top CWB at London didn't even have a fucking patch on him. That's how lame the motherfuckers are. And I straight out fronted him out on it. Like, well, I knew him, like Christy knew his girl lady on the street. And I'm like, dude, you don't have a patch on you. But you're like that. You're running shit around here. You got the keys to the C-dubs around here. He's like, well, man, you get put in the hole for that shit, whatever. My other bunkie there got caught with 300 strips of fucking Suboxone. Somebody told on him. Somebody told on him, man. It's always a motherfucker telling on you. Always somebody telling on you. I don't give a shit if you're out here, if you're in there, it's somebody, some jealous shit. It's always some jealous shit, man. Some admiration shit where somebody admires you or is jealous or whatever, and they fucking tell on you. For whatever reason. I've seen the dumb people get told on over the dumbest shit, man. No, I didn't. The injustice system is so corrupt, especially when you have governors have stock in prison. Oh yeah, 100%, and they do, man. Like around where we live, Claremont County judges own all the halfway houses and drug rehabilitation programs. They own them. That's why they sentence people there all the time. All the time they do. It's just crazy, man. Like I've seen so much crazy shit. I mean, look at me. And all the crazy shit I've been convicted of, man. People should be mad I've went to prison for the shit I've went to prison for. Mad. I rode up to a dude. I got 21 months over the golf ball shit, but I already served 13 months of it in the county. I'm telling you, 13 months in the county seems like a fucking lifetime. It does, man. It seems like a lifetime. I was comfortable. Like, people would ask me up until the day I left. Everybody would ask me, like, damn, dude, when do you think you're going home? I'd be like, this time in 2027 or some shit, or this time, and what would I say? I would say something stupid. When people asked me when I was going home, I'd be like this time in 2045, something like that. Like, 'cause I really didn't know when I was going home. Like, they were offering me crazy deals. Like, one of my deals was 15 years over golf balls. I rode to CRC with the dude that shot somebody in the fucking face. Stood in court and said, yeah, I shot his ass in the face and he deserved it. And they gave him 8 years. What year is this? 2021, 2016. He'll be out next year after next. He'll be back on the street selling dope, shooting people in the face. But you guys are worried about him having a gun, right? Maybe you should be worried about his sentencing. That would probably be the thing to worry about. Because guess what? He was a felon before and he got a firearm. Yeah, they're all in on it, man. The whole system's corrupt, dude. And that's why I'm pro what patriotic constitutionalists said. Fuck it. They want us to write the ATF. Okay, let's write them. Let's write them. Let's write them telling them that we are pro reclassifying firearms. We are pro putting pistol braces on the NFA. We're pro confiscation. For that matter, make everybody the alleged felon overnight. And y'all need to quit stealing our thunder. Like I said, you have to be convicted before you can become a felon. Before that, you're just a criminal. The sentencing is the problem, and yes, that was a good video. The sentencing is the problem. 100% is the problem. And listen, man, I've seen people who should have been sentenced to far more time than what they should have, walk. And they will let a killer go if they will tell on 2 other killers. It's some bullshit. It's a fucking game they play. Yeah, when everybody's an outlaw, no one will be. I don't disagree with that. Like, I'm not pro that shit, man, but I'm sick of people trying to act like I'm some goddamn communist or some shit when I just want everybody to be free. I just want you to be left alone. That is it. It is all about money, man. It is all about money. 100% is about money. When I got sentenced for child support, I did a year for child support, 11 months for child support. So you're going to put me in prison so I can't pay child support. So there's no way I can pay child support. At least if I'm on the street, I have the chance of hitting a fucking lottery or something. You know what I mean? I talked about that the other day about talking to the child support caseworker when I was like, you guys make no sense. You're trying to put these motherfuckers in jail. Why don't you help them get a job? You have all the resources in the world at your fingertips. Help these dudes. and you won't do it. But I got paid on a. I forget what happened. For some reason, I didn't have my child support money because I threw a finger up the child support for so long. Like I was just like, "Fuck you, I ain't paying." Well, the judge kind of caught on to what I was doing. I would do that, and I wouldn't pay nothing for until they smacked me, and then I'd go to court and wait till the last minute, and I would pay it. I forget what they call it now, and then I would purge. That's what they call it, purging something. Anyway, and I would pay it, and I'd go fucking however long, a year and a half, 2 years without paying nothing, and then I'd fucking pay it. Well, the judge caught on to this. He's like, "You little bastard, here's what I'm going to do to you. I'm going to make you come back to court every fucking month and pay your support right here." Like, well, that sucks. Something happened. I don't remember exactly what, but I got paid the day after my court date. I remember that. And I remember sitting there begging him. I'm like, "Dude, I got 2 kids at home right now and my wife. And you're going to send me to prison because I don't have money until fucking tomorrow for you? Are you serious? You could hold this over till tomorrow and I'll bring it in. Like, I get paid tomorrow. It was on Wednesday."
Showed up today.
And,
I said he showed up today.
Yeah, right. I showed up to court. Like, I could have skipped out on court. But I thought he would at least be, be lenient enough to let me slide today because my payment was 600. I think I had to pay like 675, or was it more than that? It was a bunch. It was some ridiculous amount. It was something retarded that it was way more than what I should have even had to pay. I should have had to pay shit to begin with. But yeah, he sentenced me to 11 months. I called my wife and I'm like, "Hey, you're not gonna like." She's like, "You're in jail?" I'm like, "Yeah, you ain't gonna like this. I'm going on vacation. I got to go work for the state for about 11 months." She's like, "Work for the state? What do you mean?" I was like, "Oh, I'm a slave now. I just got sentenced to be a slave." The 13th Amendment didn't free anybody. It made it slavery legal. And the 14th Amendment only fucking sealed it in concrete. You can't pitch out sports like I'll say. Right. Well, they have like these diversion programs and shit now, man. And like I've tried, like, listen, if I'm involved in something like that, like when I had a child support caseworker, like I would talk to them and I'd be like, "Listen, this is what you all need to do. If you want to help people, if it's genuinely about helping these kids get the money that you believe they deserve, and it's truly about this father paying." See, most fathers that don't pay child support are felons. So you convict these fucking people 90% of the time is for nonviolent shit. 50% of the time they didn't even fucking do it. They're just scared to death to get more time than what this plea bargain says on it. And that's no bullshit, man. There's a lot of people in prison right now that didn't do shit, but it made more sense to sign the paper than it did to risk having to do more fucking time. Because let's say you're let's just say that they say that you committed a crime that you're facing 20 years, right? And they offer you 3 years on it. And you're like, "I wasn't there. I didn't do it." Look around you, man. Look around you at these people. These are going to be the motherfuckers on your jury. Your life is going to be in their hands. And they don't know the laws, and they don't educate them about the laws either. The judge just tells them, if he did this, this, and this, you have to find him guilty of murder or whatever it is. So people's like, "Wait a second, I can do 3, or I can go in front of these stupid fucks and they're going to give me 20 because that's the scare tactic. If you go to trial, we're going to max you out." That's the scare tactic, and it works. It's worked on me. It's worked on me. The first case I ever caught, they was like, "Hey." After I was in jail for almost 6 months, I was in the hole for almost 4.5 months of that 6. So I was in a 23-hour lockdown for 4.5 months, and then they come at me. They're like, "If you sign this, we will let you out today." And I'm like, "Today? Like, I can be eating fucking Frosted Flakes and shit, and I can have a remote in my hand?" And they're like, "Yeah, man, you can go home. Bud Light and Big Macs? Are you fucking serious?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Shit, motherfucker, what do I sign? I can do some probation." Yeah, I ain't the probation type. I don't do probation very well. Hey, these fuckers, I'll tell you what's funny about this. They put me on felony probation for that bullshit. I was on intense, like, you would have thought I killed somebody. They come to my house. This fucker's name was Bill Epperts, my probation officer. He is now a bailiff in the Claremont County court system. Bill Epperts. So when I got sentenced, my parents were technically my victims, right? Because of the check shit. When I got out of jail, guess whose house I want to live in? My parents. But I let my parents down so much, and my parents were like it was bullshit too. But by that time, there wasn't much they could do because of what happened, the series of events. They couldn't get out of it then because the system is so fucked up. Anyway, so Bill Epper, my mom stood up at my sentencing and fucking. Okay, I got to go back further. I took my mom. My PO was a real dick, man. Mr. Boulder and bubble this big and this fucking getting ready to burst, you little fucking prick. He would talk about my blonde. I'm going to send your ass up to Lebanon where they're going to fuck your pretty little blonde earring wearing ass. Take them fucking earrings out of your ears, faggot, and all kinds of crazy shit. It was crazy. He was off the chain. And I would tell my mom about this shit. I'm like, Mom, because my mom, at the time, I didn't have my license or nothing. And all that shit got taken from me because of just, bullshit, the bullshit I was going through. And she'd be like, Nick, you're tripping. He's not doing that. Like, Mom, yeah, he is. Well, my mom looked young at the time, didn't she? So I took my mom into probation one day, like, no bullshit. I'll have her tell you the story. I had my hand all down in her pants pocket, all grabbing all ass of my mom. I'm not bullshitting. Ask her about it. And we walked in there like she was my old lady because she wanted to see what was going on. And she sat down, man. I was sitting there for about 30 seconds. And that crazy motherfucker started his bullshit, man. And my mom went over the fucking desk after his ass. And she's like, motherfucker, you ain't never going to talk to my son that way again. You know, they got into it.
Your mom usually don't cuss.
Yeah, my mom don't cuss either, like at all. Not well, she does. She has to get pissed. She got to get super pissed. Right. And she was pissed that day. Like, she literally stood up and leaned over the desk to fucking grab his ass. And that's not my mom at all. But I came out like I told you, Mom, he's tripping. So when I got sentenced, they knew I was living with my parents. My brother also lived there at the time. Well, my brother's a huge hunter. Everybody knew that. Actually, Bill Epperds, my PO, had hunted with my brother before. They had done some kind of bullshit together, some kind of video bullshit. You know, my mom was there. My mom went in there, but he comes to my house the first time, and he opens the fridge up, and there's fucking beer in the fridge. My dad drinks, and I wasn't even drinking at the time. The motherfucker puts me in handcuffs, dude. He takes me down to the goddamn jail, and I have to wait like 10 days to go to court. My dad comes in there and is like, dude, you guys knew. My mom and dad both came in there. Like, you guys knew he was moving into a house with other adults. We went over this when when you offered him probation and told you that there's other adults in this house. We're not going to stop looking. We're not the ones being punished here. Allegedly he is, or she said we're not the ones being on probation here. Allegedly he is, whatever. So the judge let me out, Judge McBride, and Judge McBride, for the record, everybody hates that dude. They call him Long Ride McBride because he would smack people in the mouth, man. He would knock people's fucking sparks out of their ass when it came to time. He did me good though. He was. I mean, I will say, with the exception that it was a bullshit case when it came to sentencing and all the shit that happened around my case, he was real fair with me. I will say that. If you look at it like, I was intentionally fucking stealing checks from my parents that I never wrote, which is bullshit, but whatever. Yeah, Long Ride McBride. So he let me out. Dude, I swear to God, it wasn't a fucking week and a half later. So when Epperts came down over the beer shit, he walks in the front door past the fucking gun safe full of guns, the gun cabinet, and goes to the refrigerator. Well, he didn't pass it up the second time in the house. He's like, oh, there's firearms here. Oh my gosh, we're going to get you for weapons under disability. I'm like, you silly bitch, I'm not under disability. He's like, yes, you are. We had a big argument about it. He's like, he put me in handcuffs anyway. They never charged me with it because you couldn't charge me with weapons under disability because I wasn't under disability even though I was a felon. But I was on probation. Wasn't supposed to be around firearms. But again, they knew I was going to live with adults, and my brother was a hunter. They knew all this shit. So I sat in jail for another fucking 10 days. And this is just like the shit they do to fuck you up. And they let me back out. Finally, I got sick of them. Like, fuck you bitches, I'm gone. And I took off, man, and I ran until I didn't feel like running no more. Like 18 months. They want everywhere. They want it, huh?
I said, Gene Wessler said, give me your pee.
Yeah, they're crazy down there. I was just going to tell you something else, and now I forgot. Christy fucked me up. Thank Christy.
Sorry, I'm just having a thought.
What happened to Patriotic Constitutionalist Colors video? Why is it gone? Oh, I don't know, man. Is your video gone, Patriotic Constitutionalist? Your Colors video? I doubt he took it down. Oh, on my channel? I may have accidentally took it down if it was on my channel. I took about 100 videos down. I'm going to be taking some more down. I'm going to take the channel in a different direction, man. Like, you know, I've woken myself up to something in the past few days. People are for real fucking bitches. If it means getting you shot at, getting your door kicked in, risking your kids' lives, they will do it. Posting your your old phone numbers because they think they're geniuses. Posting your old phone numbers in live streams, they will do that shit. Um, but it's the same conclusion I've always had. Alone, there's nothing we can do, right? So I'm going to tame it down. I'm not going to tame it down the way that you probably think. I'm going to change my message to have the same message. Say it in a different way though, because I think there's a misunderstanding. There's a between my words coming out of my mouth and them going to somebody's ear or to their brain, like right about here in their heads. There's something going on, and they hear something other than what I say because they hear violence, and I've never spoke about violence unless it's a criminal, of course. I think everybody, if somebody is a criminal that is a deadly threat, you should definitely act on them.
See, I don't think your old number. I got your number.
Who said that?
Idiot. Crazy Dave said that.
Oh no, this is mine. He posted a number that was my phone
That's what
number
he
in
said.
2017.
your
Oh, I
old
know.
number, I got
I know.
your
Like it's not like it's a big mystery to get my phone number. You email me and say, "What's your phone number?" and I usually give it to you. I don't know because I don't have nothing to hide, man. You know what I mean? Like I ain't got nothing to hide from nobody. I mean, if you start calling me drunk at 3 a.m., I might block you. I just like link my video to Encoded Boys Braces video. Oh, I already emailed it to him. I already texted to him. Pretty sure I constitutionalist. I said we're on a new way. He said we are slaves to imagined freedom. That's what he said.
Who said that?
Encoded Boy. I said well, no. I said no. I'm not a slave to the illusion of freedom. That would be you. I am quite knowledgeable of the fact that we only have the illusion of freedom. We are trying to wake you all up to the fact. But yeah, the system's fucked. It sucks. What's up, KJV? How you doing? I just got drunk in your bushes. I don't call drunk. Oh, that's cool. Hey, like at least you're, like within arm reach distance. I don't mind stalkers if they're hiding in the bushes outside my house. I do kind of mind them behind a keyboard on the internet, calling other people bitches and shit. No, I don't know, Tech T, man. Like, I don't listen. Here's what I'm honestly at, and I've realized this over the past few weeks, and I've mentioned it a little bit. We're not, at this point, people either are seeking the information because they know that something's wrong, or they're not. If they're not seeking it, I'm not trying to fucking tell them, because I ain't wasting no more of my time, man. Crime and others want to know what your violent plan is. Right, they think that it's either beg or go to war, and that's not what I'm saying at all. And it's not a plan, man. It's just fucking live your life. Live your life. If everybody just lives their life, and if somebody's acting out on your neighbor in an immoral fashion, the costume they wear has no bearing on what their actions are. You know what I mean? Just protect the people around you. That's all it is. We want to be left alone to live our lives. I don't know what else to say about it. Well, if you look at like CRS's video the other day, it didn't get lost. Dry fire was clear as day, and people are just. It's just like with the. I don't know, man. It's like with anything else. It's once they hear something that sounds best to them, they continue to repeat it, even if it's wrong. Like law-abiding citizen, as an example. Law-abiding, like they've been indoctrinated to believe because people have records or something that they're bad people. The truth is, the majority are not. The truth is that I would say, just from what I know, from the people I've been around, I've met thousands of people who have been got a brain fart. Thousands of people who have been accused of committing crimes. And like a lot of it's bullshit, man. Complete bullshit. Shit, like look at child support. Government injected itself into the nuclear family for a reason. Government has no business in domestic situations. If a female is woman enough to lay down and spread her fucking legs and fucks some dude, and dude turns out to be a piece of shit, well, guess what? That bitch should make better decisions next time, shouldn't she? Yeah, she should. Government shouldn't inject themselves and say this man has to pay child support. And to take it another step, like I'm not a supporter of abortion in any way, but if a man can be forced to pay child support by a woman through the court system, why can't a woman be forced to abort the baby by the man through the court system?
Right. She gets to decide if he doesn't. She could
Right.
say, I want an abortion. He could say
Right.
no. And he's made to pay and not. Now, I just think he has the option to be able to say, no, I don't want to pay.
Right. Well, I
And I
mean,
don't think that abortion would be that other option.
right. Well, like
Personally.
it's a domestic issue. So you all were like, if you and I were split up, the courts wouldn't be needed for us to figure it out.
Right. Don't need that shit. That's just.
It's just injecting problems into. But see, these females use that shit because the system has been designed to benefit them. And it has, man. It fucks dudes up. Like in Ohio, how much that letter said they could take of my income back when I was paying child support? 70% or something fucking insane, man. So you figure if the government takes 15 or 20% and they're taking 70%, what does that leave you with? Enough money to get back and forth to work and maybe get a lunch every other day? No. Trick no good. In Ohio, I'm going to tell you the trick to Ohio. If you got child support in Ohio, I'm going to tell you what to do that I learned late in my child support career. Pay $10 a week. Every week. Pay $10. Doesn't matter if your child support payment's $6 million a month. It does not matter. Or it won't be. It'll be a weekly payment. Pay $10 a week. Because the way that if you're paying something, they cannot file a contempt because you're making an attempt. And the way it works is by a week. So if you miss 1 week, they can give you a contempt and they'll do the 30-day, 60-day, 90-day thing. That's how it is in Ohio. They give you 30, 60, 90 days, and then it starts over 30, 60, 90, so you can just do that shit over and over again. For missing 1 week of child support, you can do 30 days in jail. For missing 1 week, you can do 60 days. For missing 1 week, you can do 90 days, which, fuck, I missed all kinds of weeks. Obviously, I went to prison for it. Any 52 weeks missed in a 104-week period. So if you only pay every other week, for a 2-year period, you will catch a felony after that 48th month. So pay $10 a week every week. That's it. They can never fuck with you in Ohio ever. So if you are check your state, see how the laws are, see what they say, and if you used to pay child support in Ohio and you got a cunt ex-old lady, pay that bitch $10 a week. Because any female that will take you to court or child support is a cunt. Straight up, straight bitch.
Peyton says I may or may not be able to verify this payment plan.
Oh yeah, like when it comes to medical bills, your medical bill is so high because you pay them because of the people that don't pay them, because the government has injected itself into the healthcare system and said, hey, you must treat these people no matter what. No matter what, whether they can pay or not, you got to treat them. So what they do is just like if I was working on cars and the government said, well, if these people can't afford it, you have to work on their car. So what I would do is I would charge the people that could afford it double to make up for the ones that couldn't pay for it. That's what they do. That's where we're at. Like we've lived in a socialist system our entire lives. Over the last 100 years we've been in socialism just about, almost 100 years, not quite yet, but almost. It's all bullshit, man. Our whole lives have been stolen from us. Yeah, look at that shit. RX card. So I get a prescription that was how much? What was the one? It was a ton, man. I want to say, yeah, I was going to say it was like $600 or $700. But if I got a good RX card, $18 is what it is now. 18 bucks. How the fuck does it go from $600 to $18? Because I got this little card.
If you pay through insurance, you might only have you might not have a copay, or you may $5 or $10.
And if your copay,
the insurance company,
right, you're right,
a whole different,
the insurance company gets charged a different rate. I may or may not be able to verify this payment plan works. It does, man. I'm telling you, I didn't learn it till late in my career. Actually, that's why the child support people called me, because that's what I started doing. When my ex-wife dropped all that child support money, and I was just like, man, I just got to get fucking stayed off my ass, man, because they kept suspending my license and shit. And I had to go down there and pay a payment and get them all reinstated. It was just a big hassle. So
she stayed on them too.
I'm talking right. She did, but I'm staying on
No, I
talking about
know.
after the fact.
Right.
After she dropped the money, I still owed the state $5,000. Like, how do I owe the state $5,000 in child support fees? That's how. So Ohio, the way the law works in Ohio is they can't send you to jail for owing money. Supposedly, yeah, I've seen it happen multiple times. When it comes to child support, you don't go to prison for owing the child support. You go to prison for the $4 fucking fee they charge you for doing the damn what are they called? Doing like the paperwork for the child support, the monthly, like no, it's not a filing fee. Complete brain fart. But you go to prison for not paying the fee to the state because they charge you a fee to process your child support. That's what it is, process fee. You're going to prison for not paying the process fee. That's what you actually go to prison for, jail for.
And communism the same thing?
To me it is. I lump it all together because socialism leads to communism. But no, it's not the same thing. There's some differences.
Same ideology?
Sort of. Not really though.
Someone asked.
You need to ask somebody. I've always lumped them in together because I'm not the guy that's going to. When I see one thing bad in something, and I see one thing bad in two things, I lump those things together. I'm really bad about doing that. I should really learn more about it. Socialism is when government has control of the means of production, and you need to go look at somebody else. I don't know the actual definition of it. I know what it is though. I know when the whole is extorted to put money in the pot to ensure the survival of those who won't ensure their own survival. That's socialism. Social security, welfare, that's all socialist programs. Communism moves more to totalitarianism where you need to go read the definition. You need to don't even read the definition.
Democratically elected government, right?
No, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't buy into the democratically elected government bullshit either.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying.
Is it really a democracy when everybody can't vote? Huh? We're not a democracy. Like, we're not a democracy. Don't get me wrong, but if everybody doesn't have the right to vote, meaning federal felons, because they lose their rights forever, no matter how much good they do or how much taxes they pay, they lose their right to vote forever. Is it really a democracy? Democracy is when everybody has a vote on every single issue at hand. That's a democracy.
Still ruled by the same.
Yeah, that's how I do it, Twiggy. I just lump them together, man. Marxism, socialism, they all lead to communism, totalitarianism. And John Crump are going live tonight. Jump on that dude. Oh, he just tried to call me, man. I'm going to jump off here and try to call him back. Crump just tried to call me back because I'm going to call him and talk to him for a few minutes, man. I'll holler at you all later. I'm going to do that. I might jump back on after a phone call. All right?